Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fast Talk English. Let's speak better English together.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Emma. We're here to help you speak English confidently through real conversations. Our goal is to make learning English feel easy and natural, just like talking with friends.
Today, we have a fantastic topic for you. We're going to talk about hobbies. This is one of the most common conversation topics in English. When you meet new people, they often ask about your hobbies. It's a great way to make friends and have interesting conversations.
Exactly. And hobbies are fun to talk about because everyone has different interests. Some people like sports, some people like art, and some people like quiet activities at home. There's so much vocabulary to learn.
So if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our future lessons.
All right, Jack, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get started.
So, Jack, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well, Emma. I'm a little tired, though. I stayed up late last night working on a project.
Oh, no. What kind of project?
Well, I was building a model airplane. It's one of my hobbies. I started at 8 in the evening, and suddenly it was midnight. Time just disappeared.
That happens to me, too, when I'm doing something I love. What about your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Yes, actually. On Saturday, I went hiking with some friends. We walked for about 4 hours in the mountains. It was beautiful, but exhausting. What about you? What did you do?
I had a relaxing weekend. On Sunday, I spent the whole afternoon reading a new book in my garden. I made some tea, sat in my favorite chair, and just read for hours. It was perfect.
That sounds nice and peaceful. You really love reading, don't you?
I do. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Speaking of hobbies, that's exactly what we're talking about today, right?
Yes, perfect timing. Let's dive into this conversation about hobbies.
So, Jack, let me start with a basic question. What are your hobbies?
Well, I have several hobbies. My main hobby is photography. I love taking pictures of nature, buildings, and people. I go out with my camera almost every weekend.
That's interesting. How did you get into photography?
I got into it about 5 years ago. My brother gave me an old camera for my birthday, and I just started experimenting. At first, my photos were terrible, but I practiced every week, and slowly I got better.
That's how hobbies work. You start as a beginner, and then you improve with practice. Do you take classes, or do you learn by yourself?
I learn by myself mostly. I watch videos online and read articles about photography techniques. Sometimes I join photography groups where we go out together and share tips.
Oh, so it's also a social activity for you.
Yes, exactly. That's what I love about it. I can do it alone when I want quiet time, or I can do it with friends when I want company. What about you, Emma? What are your hobbies?
Well, as I mentioned, I love reading. I read almost every day, usually before bed. I read fiction books, mystery novels, and sometimes history books.
Every day? Wow, you must read a lot of books in a year.
I do. Last year, I read about 50 books. Some were short, some were very long. I keep a list of all the books I read.
50 books? That's impressive. Where do you get all these books? Do you buy them?
Sometimes I buy them, but usually I borrow them from the library. Libraries are wonderful because you can borrow books for free. I go to my local library twice a month.
That's smart. Buying 50 books would be very expensive. Do you have any other hobbies besides reading?
Yes, I also enjoy gardening. I grow flowers and vegetables in my backyard. It's very relaxing, and I love being outside in the fresh air.
Gardening sounds nice, but isn't it a lot of work?
It can be, yes. In spring and summer, I spend about 2 hours every weekend working in my garden. I water the plants, pull out weeds, and plant new seeds. But I don't think of it as work. I think of it as fun.
What do you grow? You mentioned vegetables.
Yes, I grow tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and herbs like basil and mint. When they're ready, I use them in my cooking. Fresh vegetables from your own garden taste so much better than vegetables from the store.
That's true. My mother has a garden too, and her tomatoes are delicious. Does gardening save you money on groceries?
A little bit, yes, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I enjoy watching the plants grow. It's like magic. You put a tiny seed in the soil, and weeks later, you have a plant with fruit on it.
I never thought about it that way. You know, I tried gardening once, but all my plants died.
That happens to everyone at first. You have to learn how much water each plant needs and how much sunlight. It takes practice, just like your photography.
Maybe I'll try again someday. Do you have any indoor hobbies? Something you do when the weather is bad?
Yes, I like cooking and baking. I try new recipes almost every week. Last weekend, I made chocolate cake and homemade bread.
Oh, I love baking too, but I'm not very good at it. My cakes sometimes come out flat or burnt.
That used to happen to me too. The secret is to follow the recipe exactly and to check the oven temperature. Baking is like science. Everything has to be precise.
You make it sound so serious. For me, cooking is more relaxed than baking. With cooking, you can change things and experiment. With baking, if you make one mistake, everything fails.
That's a good point. I like both. Cooking is creative and baking is precise. They're different types of fun. What other hobbies do you have, Jack?
Well, I mentioned building model airplanes earlier. That's another hobby of mine. I build small models from kits. It's very detailed work. Sometimes one model takes me several weeks to finish.
What do you do with the models when you finish them?
I display them on shelves in my room. I have about 20 models now. Some are airplanes, some are cars, and I have one ship.
That's a nice collection. Do you ever get bored with your hobbies?
Sometimes, yes. When that happens, I take a break and try something new. Last year, I got bored with photography for a few months, so I started learning to play the guitar.
Oh, you play guitar? I didn't know that.
Well, I'm learning. I'm still a beginner. I can play a few simple songs, but I'm not good yet. I practice about 3 times a week for 30 minutes.
How long have you been learning?
About 8 months now. It's harder than I expected. My fingers hurt at first, and it's difficult to press the strings correctly.
But you didn't quit. That's good.
No, I didn't quit, because I really enjoy it. Even though I'm not good, I have fun. That's what hobbies are about, having fun, not being perfect.
Absolutely. I think many people worry too much about being good at their hobbies. They think they need to be experts, but hobbies are just for enjoyment.
Exactly. Do you have any hobbies that you're not very good at?
Yes, I tried painting last year. I took a painting class and my paintings were horrible. They looked like a child did them.
Really? Did you continue?
No, I stopped after 3 months. I realized that I don't enjoy painting. I like looking at art, but I don't like creating it. And that's okay. Not every hobby is for everyone.
That's true. It's good to try new things and see what you like. Some people do sports as hobbies, right?
Yes, definitely. Many people play sports like tennis, basketball, or soccer, or they do activities like swimming, running, or cycling.
I used to play basketball in high school. I loved it. But now I don't play anymore. I just don't have time.
Why don't you have time?
Well, I work full-time, and after work I'm usually tired. On weekends, I prefer quieter hobbies like photography or building models.
That makes sense. Hobbies change as we get older. When we're young, we have more energy for sports. When we're older, we might prefer calmer activities.
Yes, and our interests change too. When I was a teenager, I loved video games. I played for hours every day. Now I rarely play them.
Why did you stop?
I'm not sure. I guess I found other things more interesting. Do you play video games?
No, never. They don't interest me, but I understand why people like them. They're entertaining and challenging.
Some people say video games are a waste of time. What do you think?
I don't agree with that. If someone enjoys video games, then it's not a waste of time. All hobbies are valuable if they make you happy or help you relax.
I like that perspective. People sometimes judge other people's hobbies, but everyone is different.
Exactly. Some people think reading is boring. Some people think gardening is too slow. But those are my favorite hobbies, and I don't care what others think.
Good for you. So, Emma, do you think hobbies are important? Like, does everyone need a hobby?
I think so, yes. Hobbies give us a break from work and stress. They help us relax and do something we enjoy. Life is not just about working and sleeping.
I agree. When I'm stressed, photography helps me calm down. I go outside, look for beautiful scenes, and forget about my problems.
That's exactly what hobbies do. They improve our mental health. Reading does the same thing for me. When I read a good book, I escape into a different world.
Do you think hobbies can help people make friends?
Oh, yes, definitely. Many people meet friends through their hobbies. If you join a book club or a sports team or a photography group, you meet people with similar interests.
That's true. Some of my best friends are people I met through photography. We have a lot to talk about because we share the same passion.
And hobbies give you conversation topics. When you meet someone new and they ask, "What do you do for fun?" you have something interesting to say.
Right. It's better than saying, "I don't do anything," or "I just watch TV."
Watching TV can be a hobby too, though. Some people really enjoy watching series or movies. They discuss them with friends and follow actors and directors.
That's true. I guess anything can be a hobby if you're passionate about it.
Yes, some people collect things like stamps, coins, or toys. Some people do crafts like knitting or making jewelry. Some people write stories or poems.
The possibilities are endless. Everyone can find something they enjoy.
What advice would you give to someone who doesn't have any hobbies?
Good question. I would say try different things. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try sports, try art, try music, try cooking. Eventually, you'll find something that feels right.
And don't give up too quickly. Give each hobby a fair chance. Try it at least 3 or 4 times before deciding if you like it or not.
Yes, because the first time is always awkward. You don't know what you're doing, and it might not be fun yet. But after a few times, you start to understand it better.
Also, think about what you enjoyed as a child. Sometimes our childhood interests give us clues about what hobbies we might like as adults.
Oh, that's smart. I loved taking pictures with my dad's camera when I was a kid. Now, photography is my main hobby. The connection is clear.
See? Our past can help us discover our present interests.
What about expensive hobbies? Some hobbies cost a lot of money. What if someone can't afford them?
That's a real concern. Some hobbies like golf or skiing can be very expensive, but many hobbies are cheap or even free. Reading, if you use the library, is free. Walking or jogging is free. Drawing with a pencil and paper is very cheap.
That's a good point. You don't need expensive equipment to have a hobby. You just need interest and time.
Exactly. Start simple and build from there. If you want to try photography but can't afford a professional camera, start with your phone camera. If you want to paint but brushes are expensive, start with colored pencils.
I like that approach. Remove the barriers and just start.
Yes, the most important thing is to do something you love. Whether it's simple or complicated, expensive or cheap, doesn't matter. What matters is that it brings you joy. You know, Jack, while we were talking, we used many useful words and phrases about hobbies. Let's go through some of them for our viewers.
Great idea. This will help everyone remember the important vocabulary.
First word, hobby. A hobby is an activity you do for fun in your free time. It's not your job. It's something you choose to do because you enjoy it.
Right. In our conversation, we talked about many different hobbies like photography, reading, gardening, and cooking.
Exactly. For example, my hobby is painting, or I have several hobbies.
Can we say, I am hobby?
No, that's incorrect. We say, I have a hobby, or my hobby is. We don't say, I am a hobby.
Good to know. What's the next word?
Next word, get into something. This phrase means to start doing something or to become interested in something. For example, I got into photography 5 years ago.
Oh, I said that in our conversation. I got into photography when my brother gave me a camera.
Yes, perfect. We can also say, I got into cooking last year. Or, how did you get into that hobby?
So it's about the beginning, when you start a new interest.
Exactly. Another useful word is practice. Practice means to do something many times to improve your skill. For example, I practice guitar 3 times a week.
Practice is very important for hobbies. If you want to get better, you need to practice regularly.
Yes, we can say practice playing the piano, practice speaking English, or practice drawing. What's your guitar practice schedule, Jack?
I practice for 30 minutes 3 times a week. It's not much, but it's consistent.
Consistent practice is better than occasional practice. Next word, beginner. A beginner is someone who is new to something. They just started and don't have much experience yet.
I'm a beginner at guitar. I just started 8 months ago. I'm not an expert.
Right. The opposite of beginner is expert or advanced. We can say beginner level, I'm a beginner, or this class is for beginners.
What's another word we used?
The collection. A collection is a group of objects that you gather over time because you like them. For example, I have a collection of model airplanes.
Yes, I said that. I have about 20 models in my collection. People collect many things: stamps, coins, books, toys.
Some people have huge collections. Collecting is a popular hobby. We say collect stamps, build a collection, or add to my collection.
That's useful. What's next?
The word passionate or passion. When you have passion for something, it means you love it very much. You feel strong interest and excitement about it.
For example, I'm passionate about photography, or reading is my passion.
Exactly. We also use the word experiment. To experiment means to try different things to see what works or what you like. For example, I experiment with new recipes, or I experimented with different camera settings.
Experimenting is how we learn and discover new things.
Yes. Another important phrase is give up. To give up means to stop trying or to quit. For example, I tried painting, but I gave up after 3 months.
We also say don't give up when we want to encourage someone to continue.
Right. The opposite is keep going or continue. Next word, relaxing. When something is relaxing, it makes you feel calm and peaceful. For example, gardening is very relaxing.
Many hobbies are relaxing. Reading is relaxing. Listening to music is relaxing.
Yes, but some hobbies are exciting or challenging instead of relaxing. Sports are usually exciting, not relaxing.
Good point. What's another word?
The word display. To display means to show something, usually in an attractive way. For example, I display my model airplanes on shelves.
Yes, when you display something, you put it where people can see it.
We can say display photos, display artwork, or a display case.
That's useful for talking about collections.
The last phrase I want to mention is take a break. This means to stop doing something for a short time and rest. For example, when I get bored with photography, I take a break.
Taking a break is healthy. It prevents burnout.
Exactly. We can say take a break from work, take a 5-minute break, or I need to take a break.
So let's review. The important vocabulary words are hobby, get into something, practice, beginner, collection, passionate, experiment, give up, relaxing, display, and take a break.
Perfect summary, Jack. Okay, Jack, that was a lot of talking about hobbies.
Haha, yes it was. We covered so much.
Let's think about what we learned today. This will help our viewers remember the main points.
Good idea. Where should we start?
First, we learned how to talk about what hobbies you have. We use phrases like my hobby is, or I like, or I enjoy. For example, my hobby is photography, or I enjoy reading and gardening.
Right, and we learned how to ask about other people's hobbies. We can say, what are your hobbies, or what do you do for fun, or what do you like to do in your free time?
Exactly. Then we talked about how to describe when you started a hobby. We use phrases like, I got into 5 years ago, or I started last year, or I've been doing since I was a child.
And we discussed how to explain why you like your hobby. We can say, I love it because, or it helps me, or it's very relaxing and fun.
Yes. We also learned how to talk about practicing and improving. We say, I practice 3 times a week, or I'm still learning, or I'm getting better, or at first I was terrible, but now I'm improving.
We talked about different types of hobbies too. There are creative hobbies like painting and writing. There are physical hobbies like sports and hiking. There are collecting hobbies like stamps and models. And there are learning hobbies like reading and playing instruments.
Good breakdown. We also learned that it's okay to try new hobbies and stop them if you don't like them. Not every hobby is for everyone.
Right, and we learned that hobbies are important for relaxation, mental health, and making friends.
Finally, we learned vocabulary like beginner, practice, collection, passionate, experiment, give up, relaxing, and display.
That covers everything. See, talking about hobbies is actually quite simple once you know the basic phrases and vocabulary.
Yes, and remember, viewers, you can always rewatch this video and practice these conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel.
Now we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, we love reading your comments and learning about you.
Our question of the day is, what is your favorite hobby and why do you enjoy it?
Let me answer first. My favorite hobby is reading because it takes me to different worlds and teaches me new things. Every book is an adventure, and I love the feeling of holding a book and getting lost in the story.
That's beautiful, Emma. For me, my favorite hobby is photography because it helps me see the world differently. I notice small details like the way light hits a building or how colors change in nature. It's like meditation for me.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay. Everyone has their own favorite hobby for their own reasons.
So, viewers, we want to know about you. What is your hobby? What do you love to do in your free time?
You can write something like, my favorite hobby is cooking because I love trying new recipes. Or, I enjoy playing soccer because it keeps me healthy and I have fun with my team. Or, my hobby is drawing. I'm not very good yet, but I'm learning.
Please tell us in the comments. Write my favorite hobby is, and then explain why.
It helps us understand what topics you want to learn about, and it helps us make better videos for you. Plus, it's great practice for writing English.
And it helps you practice using the vocabulary we learned today.
We read every comment, so don't be shy. Share your hobbies with us and with other viewers.
Maybe you'll find someone in the comments who has the same hobby as you.
Thank you so much for watching today's lesson.
Thank you for watching today's video.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel.
And if you're not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button and the little bell icon.
That way, you'll get notifications whenever we upload a new video, and you won't forget to join us for more English lessons.
You are all great students, and we're so happy you're here learning with us.
Keep practicing your English every day. Remember, learning a language takes time, but with consistent practice and the right attitude, you will improve.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Every time you try to speak or write English, you're getting better. And hobbies are a great way to practice English. Read books in English, watch videos in English, or join online groups where people discuss your hobby in English.
Excellent advice, Jack. Have a wonderful day, evening, and night wherever you are in the world.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.